NASCAR just humiliated Kyle Busch, and he's fighting back. Kyle Busch has never been one to hold back, but what NASCAR just did might be the biggest slap in the face yet. At Talladega Superspeedway, Busch didn't mince words. He openly criticized the Gen-7 car, calling out its flaws with brutal honesty. According to him, the cadence of the race was all wrong, dominated by drivers saving fuel rather than battling for position. His frustration boiled over when he admitted, "I've made my suggestions and it's in one ear, out the other." NASCAR, it seems, isn't interested in what he has to say. But the cold shoulder didn't stop there. Earlier this year, NASCAR formed a brand new playoff committee to shape the future of the sport. And Kyle Busch, he wasn't even invited. His sarcasm said it all. "I feel real honored with that." For a two-time champion to be left out of such a crucial decision-making group speaks volumes about the growing rift behind the scenes. It's almost unthinkable. One of the most successful and recognizable drivers being treated like an outsider in his own arena. And it's not just Busch feeling the sting. Veteran drivers across the board are noticing a pattern. NASCAR appears to be shifting its priorities, favoring flashy marketing and newer faces over the hard-earned insights of seasoned racers. The old guard, the very ones who helped build the sport's reputation, are finding themselves pushed to the sidelines. Instead of celebrating these icons, it feels like NASCAR is quietly trying to move them out of the spotlight. This shift has led to a wave of discontent bubbling just beneath the surface. Fans loyal to the sport's roots are starting to question the direction NASCAR is heading. The Gen-7 car, meant to level the playing field, has instead created races dominated by fuel strategy and track position, draining the excitement that made stock car racing a fan favorite for generations. Behind the scenes, Busch's frustration has only deepened. Despite his iconic status, there's a sense that he's being isolated, that his legacy and experience don't carry the weight they once did. It's a tough pill to swallow for someone who's poured everything into the sport. Imagine dedicating your life to racing, reaching the pinnacle, only to be pushed aside when you still have more to give. Adding to this, Busch's candid personality has long made him a polarizing figure. He says what others are thinking but are too afraid to admit. While that authenticity earned him diehard fans, it also made him a frequent target for NASCAR leadership, who prefer a cleaner, more polished image in front of sponsors. But why would NASCAR risk alienating one of its biggest names? Simple. Kyle Busch isn't the type to stay silent. His outspoken style has made him a fan favorite and a headache for NASCAR's top brass. By sidelining him, they might hope to control the narrative, avoiding the negative press that comes when Busch speaks his mind. It's easier to promote a scripted, controversy-free product than to embrace the unpredictable, but that's exactly what made NASCAR exciting in the first place. And make no mistake, this isn't just about Kyle Busch. This is about a bigger cultural shift happening within NASCAR, a move away from the raw, gritty roots of the sport toward a sanitized version that risks alienating longtime fans. If a driver like Busch, with 2 championships and countless iconic moments, can be treated this way, what does that say about the sport's future? Still, counting out Kyle Busch would be a massive mistake. Despite everything, he's not backing down. Inspired by Denny Hamlin's late career resurgence, Busch is more determined than ever to prove he still belongs at the top. He's doubling down on his craft, putting in the hours, and refusing to let NASCAR write the final chapter of his career without a fight. Off the track, Busch continues to build his own brand. From his thriving motorsports team to his growing presence in other racing series, he's proving that his influence extends far beyond NASCAR's current agenda. He's showing that real racers don't need corporate approval to leave a lasting legacy. And the fans, they're still behind him. Every time Busch takes to the track, there's a buzz in the air, a sense that something unpredictable could happen. Love him or hate him, you can't ignore him. He's the wild card, the lightning rod, the spark that keeps racing from becoming just another corporate-sponsored parade. Kyle Busch may be getting pushed aside, but if history tells us anything, it's that betting against him has never been a smart move. He's been underestimated before, and each time he's come back stronger, faster, and hungrier. The road ahead won't be easy, but that's exactly how he likes it. In the end, NASCAR might regret trying to quiet Kyle Busch, because while organizations can change rules, committees, and cars, they can't manufacture the kind of passion, grit, and fearless authenticity that Busch brings to every race. And no matter how hard they try, they can't silence a true racer at heart. NASCAR fans were stunned this week when Kyle Busch made a major announcement about his wife Samantha during their appearance on NBC's Today Show. The power couple took center stage to reveal shocking details about their personal journey through infertility and their groundbreaking, charitable work that has changed hundreds of lives. The two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and his wife appeared on national television during National Infertility Awareness Week to discuss their Bundle of Joy Fund. This charity has now raised nearly $2 million to help couples struggling with the financial burdens of fertility treatments. Back in 2015, Kyle Busch experienced what could only be described as a nightmare scenario at Daytona International Speedway. During the closing stages of an Xfinity Series race, Busch's car hit a concrete wall with no safety barriers at speeds exceeding 90 miles per hour. The impact was devastating. Busch recently recalled this during an appearance on Bert Kreischer's show, Something's Burning. The crash resulted in a compound fracture to his right leg and a broken left foot. These injuries were particularly concerning as Busch had just undergone surgery in December 2014 to address recurring inflammation in his left foot. Just 2 months later, he fractured the same foot in the crash. NASCAR officials immediately sidelined the driver indefinitely. Track president Joey Chitwood III and NASCAR took responsibility for not having safer barriers on the wall Busch hit. The incident prompted immediate action, with Chitwood ordering tire walls to be installed that very night where Busch crashed. What made this situation truly frightening was that Kyle's wife, Samantha, was 28 weeks pregnant at the time. The couple had been expecting their first child after a difficult journey with fertility treatments. During their recent appearance on Bert Kreischer's cooking show, Kyle mentioned the additional stress this placed on the family.
Oh, that was big.
That was really crazy.
Yeah, that was a tough wreck.
It's crazy how
she was pregnant. She was
28 weeks.
Yeah.
28.
The timing couldn't have been worse. Team owner Joe Gibbs, President J.D. Gibbs, and a visibly distraught Samantha rushed to the hospital following the crash. While Kyle faced a long recovery ahead, the couple also worried about their unborn child and the pregnancy. The Busch's road to parenthood was anything but smooth. After getting married on New Year's Eve in 2010, they initially expected starting a family would happen naturally.
You know, Kyle and I, we got married young. We had been married a couple years, and, I'm sure, like you saw, everybody in NASCAR and all of our friends were starting to have kids. And we're like, okay, I think we're ready. He was established in his career. We had just found a really good rhythm together as husband and wife, and we had traveled, and we're like, let's do it.
What started as excitement quickly turned into heartache.
I was on birth control for a very long time. So I'm like, okay, a couple months go by, no big deal. A couple more months. Okay, I've read about this, not a big deal. And then it just keeps going and going and going. And you start getting into this black hole of, okay, what should I eat and what supplements? Why isn't this working?
At just 25 years old, Samantha faced repeated dismissals from medical professionals.
Just dismissive. It was, you're so young, just give it time, don't worry.
But after a year filled with tears and frustration, doctors diagnosed Samantha with polycystic ovary syndrome. The fertility medications took a severe toll.
Go on 5 rounds of Clomid, which if anybody out there is listening, you turn into an absolute crazy person. Clomid is one of the hardest medications to be on. It is just, you have rage, you have tears, anything can set you off at any moment.
But the journey held more challenges. When the couple finally visited a fertility specialist, they discovered Kyle also had fertility issues, including low sperm count and motility problems. The medical team recommended IVF with ICSI, a procedure where a single sperm is directly injected into an egg. It was hard, though. We would have to go to appearances or sponsor events, and it was during this huge NASCAR baby boom. Everybody was pregnant, babies everywhere, and it was so hard to just smile and be like, oh, one day, Samantha told People magazine. Despite the difficult circumstances, the couple's story took a positive turn. Their first child, Brexton, was born in May 2015, just months after Kyle's devastating crash. Kyle made an impressive return to racing after missing 11 races. The 2015 season became a triumphant comeback story as Busch went on to win his first NASCAR Cup Series championship. He won 5 of the 25 races he competed in that year, including the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. The wins kept coming as Busch made the championship 4 consecutively until 2019, when he secured his second Cup Series title. Today, the RCR driver has amassed 63 Cup race victories, the most among all active drivers. He ranks 9th on the all-time Cup wins list while topping the charts for Xfinity at 102 and Truck Series race wins at 67. The family has also grown. The couple welcomed their daughter Lennox in 2022, giving Brexton a younger sister. Both children were conceived through IVF treatments. The hardships Kyle and Samantha faced inspired them to create something lasting. They established the Bundle of Joy Fund to provide financial assistance to couples struggling with infertility. The cost of IVF treatments ranges from $15,000 to $20,000, putting it out of reach for many families. Through their foundation, the Buschs have made a substantial impact.
We are very fortunate. Over 10 years, we've donated $2 million directly to couples and have over 100 babies born through the fund.
Wow. That's terrific.
Yes.
The charity now focuses on helping military personnel and community service workers access fertility treatments. They discovered that many military families lack insurance coverage for these procedures. Many such personnel delay starting their families because of their background, and sometimes it gets too late for them. Samantha explained, not all of them have upwards of $20,000 for a chance to try. The couple's appearance on NBC's Today Show created quite a stir. They discussed their foundation's work during National Infertility Awareness Week, but Samantha's elegant white dress also captured viewers' attention. "You are incredible and you look it," one fan commented on Instagram, while another added, "The dress is perfect." Beyond the fashion statements, the couple delivered a powerful message about their foundation's impact. Samantha later shared on social media, "I'm so proud we are able to continue to give a voice to the 1 in 6 battling infertility." During the interview, Kyle reflected on his son Brexton, calling him the Godfather and the OG.